there any fear when you're dealing with all violent people, right? Did you have any fear ever?
Yes. When I was coming up in the early 2000s, people were still getting shot like crazy. I would walk in with guns, everything on me.
Oh, shit.
Pistols on me, money, everything, because we didn't get searched. The next day, I might not have no money. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, I got $50,000 again. You know what I'm saying? Robbing a drug dealer or whatever we're doing, good sports week. So it was constant flow. The thing with us is why we drew so much attention is that we were actually extremely violent with the money. Our crew was Ronnie, go hop out and crack his head open with a baseball bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Money, Loyalty, and Legacy. We are here with our special guest, Mr. Gene Borrello, former Bonnano Crime family enforcer, turned Second Chance Program affiliate, turned best-selling author, turned social media superstar. Gene Borrello, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So I just want to hit you with a serious question right off the bat, man. I don't want to try and get under your skin with this, but I just want to get, right to the point.
He's looking pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to piss you off, but do you always pull 9-piece smoke show models for?
Yes, I do. That's a talent of mine.
Holy shit! I mean, for everybody out there watching this dude, everybody that he's seen a picture with looks like a supermodel.
Yeah.
Has it been like that your whole life, or what?
Yes.
Always been a ladies' man?
Yes, I got lucky with that.
Did being affiliated with the mob in your former life, being in that lifestyle, did that help you with the confidence to go approach women? If you're willing to go beat the shit out of somebody, are you see a hot girl walking down the street, are you cool with just going up and cold approaching her or something like that?
Well, in our neighborhood, they're drawn to us.
Mm-hmm.
So the hottest women like the bad guys where we're from. So it's easy. They flock to you.
Yeah.
They want the gangster. That's really what it is.
A lot of guys, just in general, they're afraid to go up to a random woman on the street.
No, I take my shot,
Yeah.
Like out here in Florida, I try, out here, but it's not the same as New York. Like I had it.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure.
Got a gift together.
Yeah.
So were you like a celebrity with the women?
Well, in Howard Beach, basically, we are celebrities. It sounds stupid, but it's true. We run the neighborhood, so everyone knows who's who over there. It's like a soap opera. Ozone Park, Howard Beach, all the tiny neighborhoods in the 5 boroughs. That's, Mafia communities. You all know each other.
Right on.
That's so-and-so with so-and-so.
Right on. So,
you know what I mean?
Take us back when you go out clubbing, for example, right? Like, say, when you went out to have a good time, what clubs would you go to in New York? Like, what were the spots that you go to?
So, when I was growing up younger, it was Sound Factory.
Okay.
Then I went to the Limelight, the Tunnel. And then when you got older, it's like Body English. Let's see the other ones. That was really big. One Oak. I'm sure you know.
I've been there before.
Yeah. Greenhouse.
Okay.
A lot of rooftops in like the city. Multiple rooftops. STK. Yeah. All those spots.
Now, like, when I was kind of tell people, hey, we're going to meet them. Like, what do people want to know? And everyone I asked, they're always like, how much cash this guy carried out? But like, was it a thing like, like you see these movies and this, that, and the other, and I don't know, like cheesy, but like, where you was like, I'm holding X amount of cash.
So I'll tell you a funny story because I mimicked the people I worked for. So when you work for certain people, you do everything they do. Like, I was sitting like this because Vinny sat like this. And everyone's like, why you sit like that? I was like, because I just picked it up from him. You know what I mean? So Ronnie G had a habit of carrying a wad of cash like this. And he would keep the low bills on the outside and it go up. So it goes singles, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and the 100s. Right. So I mimicked him because he was my mentor.
Right.
So I started carrying wads of cash, all the money you're making. You keep it in your pocket. And you go into stores and you take the rubber off, and it looks ridiculous so much to a civilian. Like, you have this pot of money like this, and you go to like KFC and you're buying like some chicken, got like 10 grand cash on you, like 20, 50. So that's I mimicked them. So yeah, I would carry like when I was in the street, I was making like at my high. I never lie about the money I make. At my high, I was making $40,000 a month. Yeah. That was my high, plus scores. But like I said, if I was making 40, I spent 80. I was horrible at money. I thought it would never end. Yeah. And, so I would say, all right, well, I made this much money. I'm going out party. The next day, I might not have no money. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, I got 50,000 again. You know what I'm saying? Robbing a drug dealer or whatever we're doing, good sports week. So it was constant flow.
Well, thank God, it wasn't near the skinny jean phase, because I don't know how the fuck you're walking around with a lot of cash.
If before I went away, everybody's wearing like regular jeans. When I came home, I says, "What the fuck are they wearing? What the fuck is this?" I said, "You can't wear. It's crazy." I said, "But that's the style now." You know what I mean?
If you see someone walking around with a fat pocket now, that's
Yeah.
almost like, oh shit, what's in this guy? You know what I'm saying? But his pockets are fat because you can't hide it.
Yeah.
Say for example, right?
Yeah.
Take us through your night, right? Like, say you don't got anything to do. Like, what are you wearing? Like, when you go to the door, like the bouncers are afraid of you and they just letting you.
No, but we have connections. Like, we had a connection in Posh in Garden City. It was like the hottest place on like a Thursday night, and I was literally hanging out with the New York Mets. Chris Angel.
Really?
Awesome dude. He's a woman. He gets so many broads. It's crazy, bro. I partied with Jose Reyes' brother, the Met.
Yeah.
Paul LaDuca, Cliff Floyd. I met them all. Nice guy. Met with Jason Giambi. He bought the whole place, drinks. Yeah, awesome dude. So we had a connecting there. A guy in my crew named Mike Palmacio. He was a big club guy. He was a mate guy, and he used to get us walking. I would walk in with guns, everything on me.
Oh shit.
Pistols on me, money, everything, because we didn't get searched. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So the certain guys were like, listen, don't come in with guns. Certain guys know what I was carrying. They're like, you just leave the guns in the car. Give me a favor, because if something happens, we let you in. I'm checking you.
Right.
So, we had to connect like that. We go up to certain bounces. They just let us right into the side.
I don't feel like you're going to a club. You're going to stand in line. You're not doing that shit.
No, never. We never did. But you still have to hook them up. Still have to take care of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, they know you're going to get a table and you're going to spend money. So how about this? I parked next to J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
He didn't spend no money. They don't want to spend no money. Some of these celebrities. Some of them don't. So we got a table for $5,000 and we're spending money. And the bottle waitress is telling us he won't even tip her. Like, he's just like yeah, cheap ass, and we don't want to spend the money, so they want us in there. Fuck the celebrities. They're saying, they don't want to pay. Certain celebrities will hook them up. J.L. Smith, tight ass.
What are you guys drinking there?
So everyone makes fun of me about this because I'm a gin and tonic guy.
Okay.
So I got that from Vinny Sour.
Nice.
I mimicked him too. I was just drinking it. That's like an 80s drink.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So I still drink it to this day. They call it gin and tonic, actually.
That's awesome.
Now, that type of drink, you're like, when you first taste it, that shit, I don't know, my last name's a ski, bro. I can drink everything.
Yeah.
Pollock,
Right.
But when it comes to that, like, it's an acquired taste. Just
No,
like-
I liked it. I actually started liking it. Yeah, but then I was big like Grey Goose, Red Bull, like all those
Like
mixes.
bottles,
Yeah, and then the
bottles,
champagne.
yeah.
See, the champagne was good, but you throw up a lot. When you throw up from champagne, it's like the Exorcist. The whole thing. You're throwing up. It comes out like water, So I didn't like the champagne the next day,
Like for example, one of these clubs in New York.
I got banned from there.
You got banned?
Well, for a while, yeah. We beat up a guy in there really bad, so we ended up not being able to go to One Oak no more. Yeah, so it was a great spot for a little while, but we ended up getting banned from there.
You're untouchable, basically, when you walk around. Some guys.
Gosh, we had it like that.
Yeah.
Where they literally knew that we were in there. Because when we would go out with Ronnie G and these guys, remember Ronnie's a skipper.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie's uncle's Marlboro, Tiffany Sour. So when we're out, they know. Because the bouncers get scared if something happens to us, and they don't help us because then they think they're going to get beat up or hurt the next day for letting something happen to us.
Right.
We're regular people. Then they beg us not to come with weapons, like they said. Because Ronnie used to always look at me when we go out, and he goes, "Give it to me." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Give me the fucking gun. You're not going in with a gun. Give me the gun. All right, you put it in the car. All right, whatever." I said, "We're going to need it, baby. You'll see."
Yeah.
I saved you the last time with those 9 Mexicans with the shovels.
Right.
You hopped on 9 Mexicans. I had 2 shot Dillons. I'm like, back up. I saved you this. Yeah.
So knowing who you guys are,
Right.
I mean, who's messing with you?
No, it happens.
Really?
Not everyone knows. Not
Really?
everybody knows. And plus, like gang members, they don't care.
Yeah.
They'll go at
They'll
you.
just come in.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll go at you.
Now, say you get in a fight and you someone calls, Ronnie G. I'm like, oh, this guy just fucking did all this shit at the club. Are these even like, dude, what the
That's a good question. I seen guys get crippled over that. So if they're getting money from the place, like I'll tell you a perfect place that was getting money. Ronnie was taking money from real hot spot in Manhattan. Gold Bar. So Gold Bar, it's like a hot spot. Ronnie was getting money out the place, and a guys in our crew got into a fight in there. And he said, "Yo, your guys wrecked my place." The next day, Ronnie, Ricky Kessler, and Pat Bonnano met up with him, and they blackjacked him. I mean, blackjacked him. Chipped his fucking skull. That's how bad. When you mess with their money, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you go in there, you're representing them. So when you go somewhere, you're representing your guy.
Right.
Now you go make a mockery out of somewhere, they're going to throw you a beat, and that's 100%.
For people that don't know, what is a blackjack? Can you describe it?
A blackjack is like a little thing with a piece of lead, leather.
Okay.
It's really, you don't want to get hit with it, put it that way. You don't want to get hit with it. It's breaking things, you know what I mean? I used to use the baton, the one that slides out.
Yeah.
That's bad too.
That's like your weapon. Like,
Yeah.
and why is that?
Because like when they would send me, it depends, because like I said this on the shows, they're very particular. Like you can't just do what you want when they send you. They'll tell you, well, listen, make sure you shoot him in his ass, or pistol whip him, or break something, do something. You have to follow. Vinny's very particular. Like when he told me, you make sure you tell him this after you do this. That's how they are. So he would tell me, break something on him. So I know if I hit him with that baton, something's going to break. Oh, it's shattered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I hit somebody in the ankle. I shattered his whole ankle.
Got it clipped in.
Yeah, I've shattered people's bones with those things. Yeah, so I know what they do.
Yeah.
Most guys, anyways, they tend to carry themselves a certain way. Everybody thinks that they're a tough guy.
Right.
Was there any fear when you're dealing with all violent people, right? Did you have any fear ever?
Yes. I mean, when I was coming up in the early 2000s, people were still getting shot like crazy in that life. It died out a lot, but the gunplay was still going on. We would beef with Albanians, we would beef with these guys, and they were coming with fucking shotguns, handguns. My house got shot up with a machine gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like kind of like the real war still. Mm-hmm. So that's very nerve-wracking because, I would have my girlfriend in the car. I would think I'd shoot to the car, and I realized she's in there. So it was I always had pistols on me. Yeah. So that early 2000s when I first got involved, it was still like gunplay. Okay. It died out, the gunplay. But when the gunplay's in effect, it's very dangerous. Okay. So I was nervous.
Yeah, so was it like obviously kind of like a paranoid thing? Like
I was doing fucked up shit.
Right.
Remember, I'm the guy getting sent, so you hate me. Right. Even though Ronnie sent me to hurt you, you're mad at me.
Right.
You're not going to get Ronnie. He's a skipper. I'm not. Yeah. So who are you going to go retaliate on?
Right.
Gene Borrello.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was the problem.
Now, another question as far as like how things operate, right? Say you're doing your own side hustle, right?
Right.
And then you're doing stuff for them, right? But say if you see a guy on the street and like, this dude owes me X amount of money, blah, blah, and it's beat out of sight for you, for your own issue, right?
Right.
And say, you smash the shit guy, and the same thing goes back to those guys are going to be pissed off. Like, what the fuck?
No.
They're like, oh, it's just your own shit.
It depends. Like, mafia politics is like the worst politics. Even in jail, it's the worst politics. We're the most strictest with everything, Italians, with the rules and shit. So if the guy's on record with somebody, like he's with a crew, and I just blatantly go and beat the piss out of him in front of everybody, yeah, I'm going to be in trouble for that. Yeah. Even if he owes money, you do it different. You bring it to a sit down, they discuss the money. If he fucks you over, then, like if there's a date, let's say, they're very strict with things. Like let's say, oh, you owe $20,000. You got to give X, Y, Z on this day. If he's not making those payments and you get him, that's understandable. If you just go up far off the handle and start beating up people's, guys, you got to get into a situation.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get locked up and you fuck up their money.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they got to bail you out and get your lawyers, then they're mad.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So most guys in our neighborhood don't call cops. They don't want to deal with that because then you got to move. You can't live there no more. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to deal with that.
Right.
Soap opera. Yeah. Mafia soap opera.
Kind of like a cutthroat thing and we're trying to up each other?
Yeah, but it's also an ego thing.
Right.
Who got the nicest cars? Who got the nicest jewelry? Remember, I was with the wealthiest crew in the whole area. Right. Ronnie G was making $400,000 a month. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's like unrealistic money. Right. And people thought it was exaggerated, so the FBI actually said, no, he's making $400,000 a month, like for years. Right. So there was only another crew that was making money like us. That was Al Truccio's crew. That was Hootie. You know my friend Hootie? His crew was the other wealthiest crew. But they were non-violent. See, the thing with us is why we drew so much attention is that we were actually extremely violent with the money. Right. That's why the FBI says we have to get you off the street because now people are getting shot, beat up. This is not the 80s. We're not allowing this no more.
Right.
Their crew was more like, I'll beat you up, but nothing's happening. Just off a name. Our crew was Ronnie, go hop out and crack his head open with a baseball bat.
Well, I'm also sure that's the reason why, like, say if you guys get us like the loan shark and stuff, like when people borrow money from you guys, like, when you guys say we're gonna come smack the shit out of you,
right?
You're gonna do it.
So my reputation was really bad because I was more strict with Ronnie's money than my own because I always wanted to please that. I wanted to be known as the guy that always got everything done. So they would tell me to do things, and I'd have it done in a couple hours, and I'd be like, oh, it's done. They'd be like, what do you mean it's done? I just told you to do it. I'm like, yeah, it's done. Don't worry about it. So I would make that. That's how I became their main guy for that department. It wasn't like you're the enforcer. Right. It's just that I was good at that, and they said, well, we'll just keep on doing that with him. He's good at it. He likes to do it. And that's how you get straightened out faster.
Going into this, obviously doing all sorts of crazy shit, right? Is there any fear of jail or death or anything going on in your head with that? Obviously, you know the life that you chose, right? You know what comes with it, but still, at the end of the day, do you really want to go to jail for the rest of it? Do you really want? You know what I mean? Like,
so you're not thinking about that when you're young. So when I was running around, I started at 18 with them. I started at 16, but I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a mafia guy at 16, but I hung out with them. At 18, I just started with them full throttle. I'm on record now, and I'm collecting. I'm doing things already because they look for the worst kids in the neighborhood. Obviously, that's what we were. Me and his nephew, Bobby G, we were doing stick-ups at like 18 years old, bro. Sticking up guys coming out of card games, We should have been killed like 9 times. If it wasn't Vinny Asaro and me being Fat Andy's nephew, I would have been killed. 100%.
Do you feel like you got away with more than...
We stuck up Ali Shades. He's a skipper from the Genovese family. His wife almost shot me with a shotgun. I shot at her to get out the yard.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. She pulled out a suckety safe shotgun on me.
Was that where Ronnie came back to your house?
No, that was Junior. That was... All right, so you know the Mafia a little bit. John Gotti's right-hand man, Quack Quack. Angelo Ruggiero. We stuck up his game.
Oh, no shit.
His son's game. And his son was his son was like one of the most toughest guys in the neighborhood, Junior Ruggiero, Angelo. He's a made guy. And he liked me, though. Yeah. But I made a mockery. I pissed whipped the guy and everything.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Now, did you do that because you wanted to assert dominance?
No, we didn't even know it was his place.
Oh, yeah.
We just got put onto a score. Guys came on $50K, a masterpiece Rolex, and we got him. Me and Bobby got him.
Doing a lick here and there and get the money.
Yeah.
Cool. You could hide that or whatever you got to do, right?
Right.
If you rip off an $80,000 Rolex, right? How do you get rid of that?
Oh, I have fences. Diamond district.
Yeah.
The guy used to see me throw everybody out. Get out. He knew I had something good from him. Yeah, ow. He was excited when he seen me. He knew because we were targeting high-end jewelry.
And you obviously knew a guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
If he sells that in the store and then some guy's like, oh, that's my fucking watch.
Diamond District is so crooked, bro. They break down the pieces. They sell it out the country. This guy had such a racket going. He's like, he would tell me literally, he would go, Gene, the watch is worth 80. I'm going to get this much for it. This is what I'm giving you for it. And he would tell me, break it down.
So how much would you get, Sam?
So if the watch was 100K, I would get 50. You get half. You always get half of what it's worth because he's taking the risk.
Right.
But he's probably going to sell it for 70. He's going to make 20K on that watch, 100%. So we would target like high-end jewelry. We'd hit jewelry stores. We took a whole jewelry store one time. So I was extremely out of control. And at the one point, Ronnie was in jail. He was actually getting so much word back about me that he was actually starting to get mad. He was on wiretaps. He was like, tell this kid to stop now. He's way out of control now. It's like every day I'm hearing something new. He shot this one. He did this. He's representing me. He's completely out of control. He's got to slow down. So back in the day, what they would do to slow you down is they kill you. Okay. Not no more. So he basically told me, slow the down or I'm going to get you shelved indefinitely, which means you'll never get straightened out. They're just complaining. Like, yo, this kid just out of control. He's walking in with axes in a park chasing people. Like, this is not the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid's going to get everyone locked up. So I was like, all right, I'll calm down. Yeah. And then you got the haters in my crew that are ballsless guys. They only money guys. They're jealous how much Ronnie and Vinny loves me. Vinny won't even talk to you. Right. If Vinny don't respect you, you always tell him like this. You know what I'm saying? Like a dead fish. Yeah, you know? With me, he's hugging me, we're laughing. People hated the relationship I had with them. You know?
Was that relationship based on...
Well, I was related. So my Uncle Andy and Vinny Sauer were best friends. Okay. My Aunt Jenny and Vinny Sauer, my grandfather, grew up on the same block together since they're babies. So I was very close with that family. Me and his nephew are best friends. We're real bad guys. Vinny likes real bad guys. Yeah. He likes guys like him that heist, kill, shoot. He likes those guys. Right. He always tell me, Gene, keep recruiting. I want this life to keep going. He wants bad guys. He's just devoted to that life. That's what he was.
Yeah.
Full blown.
There's guys that are out there like, oh, I'm a tough guy, blah, blah. But when it comes to being like, all right, here's a pistol.
All right. That's good. You asked that. You asked some questions. So we had a lot of incidents like that. I know we tested a kid named Frankie Rand. And he's always talking about how tough he is and everything like that. But he's shooting people in the leg. Right. So Mike Patavona, he was with Mike Patavona. And he goes, listen, he goes, you know, you're doing these ass shootings. He goes, now it's time to step up. And it was a fixed story. We need you to kill this guy. We want you to shoot him with a kill. We're going to make it. His face turned pale white. He was scared of death. And Mike Patavona goes, get the fuck out. Threw him out. Yeah. He looked like he was scared. What do you mean kill him? What are you talking about? Well, this is what you get called out for. Right. Your face went white as a loose leaf paper. Yeah. We're only 21 years old, 22 years old, you know, but that's our heyday. It's when I was the worst. 20, 22 years old, I was like a movie bad. So, and I remember that was a test, you know what I mean? Because you see what a guy's capability is. Even my partner, Bobby G, when we got sent to kill Chris Cagnata, he froze up. I shot. Right. He was supposed to be the primary shooter with 16 bullets. I shot my 6 shots. I was the backup shooter. He botched the whole hit.
It's in your book, right? We're going to touch on that. When I was reading that book, and, well, first of all, when I finished the book, I texted Matt, and I go, man, I'm sitting here myself, and I go, I can't, honestly, I swear on my life, I couldn't remember the last time I finished the book.
Right.
And I'm not trying to blow steam up your ass. I was just reading it. And I'm like sitting back and like, this is kind of fucked up, you know, it's a true story, it's real life. And I'm sitting here like, you know, like, I'm fully invested in it. Like,
so, the kid we went after was the most notorious, toughest kid in the whole neighborhood. This kid was the worst, Chris Cagnata. They put me on, I told Ronnie, he says, if we don't kill this kid, he's going to come back full throttle. He'll never stop. Remember, Ronnie shot his aunt. Right. Ronnie shot his aunt in the ass and in the bar stool for cracking Vinny's daughters over with a bottle. Right. Got sent to kill her. So he already had resentment towards us. But me and him were close friends. How do you think I got next to him? I pulled I chose the life over my friends. I met up with him and I snuck him. Yeah. That's the fucked up situation. And I said, Ronnie, this guy's gonna not stop. You got me shooting a maniac in the arm, like came and shot my house up with a machine gun. You know what I'm saying? So
You said earlier, like, I'm just chasing a guy with an axe in the park, right?
yeah.
Were you just like looking around like, oh, here's an axe? Like,
No.
I mean, I don't like, and tell me if I'm wrong, but it's like, okay, someone be like, hey man, do this to him with this. But if you got your own beef and you're like, or you're still like, hey, I'll hit this motherfucker with an axe, dude, the next time I see you.
Right. So I had a bunch of nice cars. I had a GL 450 Benz truck. I had a few cars. So I used to have like a compartment, and I'm not lying to you. This people that know me have listened to this story will laugh, of weapons. So I would have brass knuckles, a taser gun, billy club, a pistol stasher, and I would just pick something that I'm going to use. Yeah. Literally, I had a weapon drawer, you can say, in my car. But I used to laugh. I had a mini axe I got from Sports Starting. It was like a mini axe. I said, I'm dying to put this in somebody's shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So I kept saying, I'm going to use this on somebody. I said, and finally, those kids at the basketball park, they were like kids from a different neighborhood. They were acting tough. I didn't get to use it, but I guess when they see me pull this axe out, they must have said, something's wrong with this kid. He started running. You know what I'm saying? He got an axe in the park. So, but like I said, a lot of things were going back to my boss when he was in jail. And he likes violence, but he's like, listen, remember what happened to Tommy D and Goodfellas? He kept on trying to tell me, like, you're doing too much now. I don't bullshit. I tell how it is. One thing why everyone likes me on these channels is because I don't make myself bigger than what I was. I was on the bottom with these guys. I was working my way up. To other people, I was the guy. Yeah. All the young kids come up to Ronnie and Vinny. I'm working my way up to be like they are. But you're taking orders, bro. You don't. You don't say no to these people.
Right.
If you want to prosper, they tell you, listen, go do that. You just go do it. You don't answer questions. Slow down. Right. I didn't slow. I'm slow down.
How many times did they tell you to slow up?
A lot. Vinny was getting tired of the sit downs. Because they were respecting Vinny so much, you go to a sit down and they were just happy to be sitting there with Vinny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I'm meeting Vinny and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? It was hysterical, bro. It's a pleasure to meet you, Vinny. It's hysterical.
Like he's a rock star.
Yeah, he's like a rock star, bro. You know what I mean? So later on in his life, they say, oh, he's a gambler, he's this and that. Nobody's telling him that to his face. Right. That he was a bum. No one's saying that to Vinny. Right. It sounds good. Oh yeah, he's just, when they see him, it's more, oh, Vinny, honor to meet you, Vinny. Right. So I got lucky being with that crew. Because I would have been killed probably.
Growing up, when you decided you wanted to get into that life, who did you idolize that was a gangster, that was a mobster, like the Al Capones, the Lucky Luciano?
My Uncle Andy.
That's who you idolized.
Yeah, we all knew about that. I was related to him. My cousin Anthony, he was like the guy.
Okay.
He was the guy. He came up on the Albert Anastasia. He was killing people for Albert Anastasia, the Mad Dog. He was one of Albert Anastasia's main 7 bodyguards. Okay. So he was like the guy. Don Carlo brought him in. After they killed Albert Anastasia, they says, no, we're taking Andy. We're not killing him. We're supposed to kill the whole crew.
Right.
Albert Anastasia, whole crew's supposed to go. Don Carlos says, no, we're taking you in. It took him and Tony Lee and made them in like the late 50s.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? So like these guys been running shit since like the 50s.
Yeah. You obviously was brought
into it. My cousin was killed, in a hit. They killed my cousin Johnny Boy. Vito Guzzle killed him. Going hitman for the Columbos. Right. Shot my cousin. They pulled him over in a district attorney van. The light. My cousin was sent to kill him. They shot him. He survived. Okay. They came back and killed him 3 weeks later. My cousin Johnny Boy.
Say you came from a family of tech millionaires, right? And you came from money.
Right.
Would you still go into that life had you came from money?
No, all that about coming from money is just the area we grew up in. There was no tech guys where we're from. We had guys that became lawyers and stuff like that, but 9 out of 10 times, it's almost like a farm system for the mafia.
Right.
That's what it is.
So you're just born.
Yeah, we were still in that era of like where we're still around a lot. We had 4 bosses living in our neighborhood at once.
Which is
5 families. We had 4 of the 5 living in Howard Beach. Right. You know what I'm saying? We have hundreds of people over there.
Yeah.
And FBI everywhere.
Right.
We don't have NYPD. We got Verizon vans everywhere. We're like, all right, every block got a Verizon van. All right, get the fuck out of here. Come on, bro. AT&T vans are everywhere. Yeah, all right. Everybody's getting their fucking phones done. Yeah, they're standing there like fucking their satellites. We knew. You know what I'm saying? But
people like listening out middle of nowhere Iowa, or middle of nowhere Michigan, they don't understand. They don't understand. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's such a different way of life.
So we were the 5 boroughs' #1 priority. They actually at one time we were over terrorism.
No shit.
Yes, really? We were over terrorism in the state of New York.
Wow.
Uh-huh. At one point, organized crime is so bad in 5 boroughs that we were actually a higher priority in terrorism. This is coming from an FBI agent telling me this.
Wow.
They had unlimited funds for the mafia. That means they get extra $3 gazillion to get us, and they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Because we were taking the country.
Right.
You have to look. Think about this. You want a union job? You can't. You got to go to them. Sanitation. You got to go to them. So they were taking everything. They had to just say, we have to cripple this. Yeah. We have to. And then the violence, the murders really what's got bad. People going missing. My grandfather's area, he's telling my mom, like stories like every day somebody be gone, missing. This guy's gone, this guy's dead every day. No. So the violence really is what they really had to step into. People getting killed now.
Yeah. When you're going to go beat somebody up or you're going to shoot somebody.
Right.
What kind of music are you listening to? Like,
Yeah.
You listen to 50 Cent?
On robberies, we used to listen to like rap music.
Like,
me and my partner get pumped up. Like 50 Cent was one. I love Meek Mills. I was a big Meek Mills guy. So yeah, that I definitely had. For the other things, no. With the violence, it's very nerve-wracking to do violence. Like that. And you got to do some because you could sit there for 2 days and get the person. I've sat and slept in my car for 2 days to get this guy, Angelo Giuseppe. I sat in my car for 2 days.
So you're sitting in the car, you're sitting on people, or you're
right.
cruising, right? Are you using your personal car? Because these guys might use a car, right?
So
like, you guys were switching plates on shit?
Yeah. Movies have the conception very wrong. You don't get paid for this stuff. When you're with these guys, it's not like, oh yeah, go shoot that guy, you get $5,000. That's not real. It's a movie. Right. When you do things for these people, it's an honor and a privilege they look at it as. You're trying to make your way up into the ranks. You're not going to say, oh yeah, I'm going to take care of this. You got to throw me $10,000. Like, get lost. You know what I'm saying? Right. That don't work like that. You're working your way up to do things. You're using your own money, your own car. You're doing your own thing. They'll just tell you to go get this done, and they're happy that you did it. And you know what they do? They brag about you. Vinny used to brag about me through the social clubs. We got the next lunatic coming up. Right. That's what I wanted more than the money.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
I wanted that more than the money.
Yeah, I mean, it was the whole thing.
The consigliere is talking about me. Are you kidding me?
Right.
This guy's a fucking mob. He's talking about me in social clubs. My chest is like this. You know what I'm saying?
So you're like
pumped
up about
this.
Of
course.
This is like a huge feat.
Absolutely.
Right?
That was more to me than money. Because you were chasing that life so much in our neighborhood that when you became a main guy, like they would say, it was the best thing in the world. Like everyone would say, "Yo, when you getting done? When you getting done?" Yeah. They couldn't wait. All the young kids wanted to come with me. You know.
Speaking of growing up and being part of the Mafia growing up, did you ever watch Goodfellas or Casino, Bronx Tale?
Bronx Tale was no good. It wasn't a real, like, it was solely but fiction. Right. Goodfellas is the most realist, accurate one because it's directly our neighborhood. It's directly our friends and family. I know all their sons. Right. Anthony Stabile, his son, he's dead now. He was a tough motherfucker. His father was in Anthony Stabile. Tommy DeSimone's whole family. My grandmother used to hang out with him in the Copacabana, my grandfather. He's tall and skinny. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, my grandfather used to go on, my grandfather got caught for hijacking in 1969 with all the Goodfellas. And I know one story, he used to do bank robberies with them. My grandfather only be the driver. So they would call my grandfather, and my grandfather would go, well, who's going? Tommy D and Anthony Stabile, not going. Hang up the phone. They go in there like this. Okay, he's like, I'm trying to rob money. You want to kill people. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not going. So my grandfather's partner was Tommy Wheels. He actually got paralyzed from a helicopter on one of the scores. And my grandfather didn't go in that because the lunatics were going. Yeah. So he might have got killed on that job. But yeah, he was a driver for like, hijacking, bank robberies. And whenever Tommy D and Anthony Stabile would go, he would say, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. No shit. I'm not looking to catch murders.
No shit.
Yeah. So, that was directed, like it says, that's all like, we all know each other. Right. That whole movie was so accurate. It was so real. Yeah.
What about The Sopranos? Because, like, we're all the same age, right?
Right.
So, like, you're in that life already. Sopranos is out.
Right.
You guys sitting down like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like the suit thing. So nobody wears suits. Right. And, that's the 60s. These guys are all Tony Soprano's walking around in a button-up and dress pants and shoes. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? These guys don't dress. That's like old timers, like Vinny. Right. That's all they know is pressed clothes and slacks. You know what I'm saying? Anyone, if you're born in the 70s and up, you're not wearing no suits.
So you're a tracksuit guy, right?
Yeah, tracksuit. These guys are the John Jr. we call it. The John Jr. He started that tracksuit kid. In Howard Beach, the feelers.
Did you like the show? Were you like?
No.
You didn't even like? Really?
No. Coming from our view, we just look at it like
bullshit.
Only one that's actually a real guy though. Yeah. He's actually really a loan shark from Brooklyn.
Oh no shit.
Tony Juice. Okay. Yeah, he's a real guy. That was funny. He was on that show.
Oh no shit.
So, he was actually a real guy.
Spinning off when you say loan sharking, right? You're going with, so a lot of people don't know how that works, right? Like, hey, point, blah, blah. Can you just explain it for people who are listening? Yeah. Never know, like, how do you break it down with the money type thing?
So if you're in a crew, right? So it works like this. Ronnie G was the crew leader at one time. So what he would do is he would give all his guys that were with him, on record with him, means his guys, not other guys that want it. Because you have other guys that say, Ronnie, I got business opportunity. Give me this much money, and I'll put it out. He'll go, give me 2 points on it. That's $20 on every 1,000. With us, we got it for 1 point. So if we took out 100K, we pay 1,000 a week on it. We're putting out for 3 points.
Right.
So we're making more money than he is on it. But he's got $3 million in the street. So it's a little, so he has all these bunch of guys that he's putting out. One guy might have 300,000 out of him. He's giving them 6,000 a week just off that. That's consistent every week. That don't come off the top. Yeah. Until you get back his 300K, you give him 6,000 for the rest of your life.
And the thing is, he's not going out there to get it.
He's the loan shark's loan shark.
Yes.
So you have loan sharks that come to him to get it at a lower rate, and then they'll put it out to make money on it. It's all just like a Ponzi scheme almost.
Yeah.
It's just this guy, and like I said, he's always going to get paid. He's always going to get his money. Mm-hmm. One way or another, he's always going to get it. I mean, I had people mortgage their houses because James Jordan, I never forget this story. He took out a sports betting sheet with us, and he's a degenerate gambler. It was him on all the accounts. He lost like $160,000.
Right.
Ronnie G literally went to his family and says, "You're going to pay me my money, figure out how, or I'm going to get it from your son." Like, in other words, in blood.
Right.
And they fucking remortgaged their house, bro, and paid him his money. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've seen all kinds of shit. You know, they'll make you sell your home. They'll take your stuff. I've seen it all. I've done it all. You know, with them. So I did 13 years total. Right. So I've been on parole, probation, jail. So I'm 18 now, 39 now. I just got off the first time in my life, September 20th. 21 years I gave the system total with probation, parole, and jail. When I first hit jail, I was an adolescent at Rikers Island. And that's like the worst experience you can have for your first time in jail. It's like walking to Afghanistan with a fucking check.
Now, you knew about that walking in. So
horrible. I got my teeth chipped in there. It was just a war zone, bro. It's like something you see. It was just horrible. And then, I was remanded. I had no bail. I had an A1 felony, kilo cocaine, accessory. So I knew I had to stay in there. And I just got used to it, bro.
Yeah.
Were you not scared?
Yeah. No, I was nervous in there. Gang members.
Exactly. So what do you do? Like, you're 18, you're a young dude. Your boys aren't with you. They're not going in with you, right?
Right.
So take us through there. You walk through the gates.
You got to adapt. And at that time, remember, my neighborhood's all Italian, Irish, Jewish, German. There's no Spanish and blacks in it. So this is the first time for me interacting with them even.
Right.
Because in my neighborhood, they don't come over there really. We didn't interact with each other really. Yeah. So now I'm in Rikers Island in these places, and actually, I got along with them great.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, at first, no. Yeah. Well, they'll try to extort you. They'll try to take your PIN number. I wasn't with nothing, so I was getting jumped and shit and fighting. And they're like, "No, the kid's not punk." You know what I mean? Because all the white kids are washing clothes. I'm like, "Bro, you gotta kill me, bro."
Yeah.
I'm washing those underwear. You gotta stab me, bro. I don't care. Shit goes back to Howell Beach. I'm over there washing clothes. Like, I might as well just move. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you just kill me. I ain't doing that shit.
When you first get in, like, when was your first fight? Are you fighting?
Oh, so like 2 days later, they're trying to get my PIN number. I wouldn't give it to them.
No
They
shit.
take your PIN number, use your phone. Yeah.
So right away.
Right away. I got punched in the face, washing my face in the bathroom.
Okay.
While washing my face in the bathroom, he punched me in the mouth. I wouldn't give it to me. Actually chipped my tooth.
No shit.
Yeah, I always get it fixed to this day.
What do? You get up and start playing?
Yeah, I was fighting back. Yeah, I lost a lot of fights in prison. I said in one interview, like, I'm not Bruce Lee.
Right.
Anyone's like, I'm 19 in jail. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You got some of these kids, they're fucking freaks of nature, bro. Like, man-childs, you know what I mean? So it's like, I lost a lot of fights in prison.
Especially when you're standing on your own.
Well, let me correct that. My last time in jail, I was stabbing people because I was facing life. So at this point, I was even saying, you try something to me, I'm fucking killing you. I didn't cooperate until 2 years in.
Okay.
So I was in, like, high classification Rikers Island. I had federal, Florida. I had, like, my lights were out.
Right.
And I said at this point, like, I was carrying, like, knives. Like, you bother me, I'm in, like, the worst mood. I lost everything. My own cousin put me in jail. Don't bother me.
Right.
So I'm going to try to take your fucking head off. Yeah.
Were you doing a lot of time in the hole then?
Oh, yeah, I lived in the hole.
How do you get the negative thoughts out of your head when you're stuck in a situation like that? How do you maintain in an isolated position like the hole, or just in jail in general? Do you have to change your mentality?
And then you also have to realize that there's nothing you can do about it. Right. There's no way out of that. Right. Even like, it don't matter. You're in the hole. You could scream on the gate all you want. You're not leaving that cell. Right. You could say you're having a heart attack. You do whatever you want. All right, we'll get to it. They don't care. Yeah. That's it. You belong to them. You gotta. And actually, my grandfather told me this because my whole family at the time. He says you just have to accept it. Yeah. You're not going nowhere. Right. You're in there. That's it. You face it. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere. You can scream, cry, whatever you want to do. You're sitting in that cell, bro. Right. They put you in the hole. You're not going nowhere. That's it. So I just accepted it.
Yeah. A lot of people, they have the hardest time just living with their own mind. Right?
Make a routine in there.
Yeah.
And it helps you through the day. I know I woke up this time. I'll do this. I'll do that workout at that time. So you don't want to break your routine. It gives you something to look forward to. I know I can eat at this time. So you break down your little schedule, and then it makes the day go.
Now, as far as like working out goes, in prison, out of prison, and even like life now, like for me, I get it just as stress relief, right?
Right.
After someone honks at me, I work out, and I feel a lot better.
Right.
Is that kind of like how it works out with you now?
Yes.
Work out just to get out?
Yeah. I love working out.
Right.
I never stopped. I've been working out 15 years straight. I've never stopped. Even when I go to the hole, I'm working out in the hole, which you don't gain nothing. You lose because you only eat 3 meals a day.
Right.
Oh, nothing.
What are you doing exercise-wise?
You could do just push-ups, abs, that's what I was doing. Push-ups, abs, squats, anything you can do just to work out your body. You can't do pull-ups in the hole, obviously. I tried to create something, it didn't work. Yeah. You can't. I tried every invention, it didn't work.
How long did it take you to get the respect from the gang members, right? So you go in there, You're on your own. They know that you think, look, this guy's a mob.
No, not the first time. They knew the second and third time because of the newspapers.
Okay, so then you got some.
Then I was good. The first time they knew nothing. I wasn't really a mob guy. I was just starting out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I wasn't really anybody. That'd be a lie if I said that.
Right.
I was on with people, but I wasn't known like that yet. When I was 20 to 22 years old is when I made my real name for myself.
Okay.
That was like I thought I was living in the Wild Wild West.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my grandfather goes, "You must have a permit. You carry a gun every day." You know what I'm saying? This guy, I was pistol on me every day.
Gun that you like?
Yeah, I loved 380s, Berettas.
Why is that?
I don't know, I just loved them. Yeah, awesome gun, light, 7 shots. You could carry it everywhere.
With the stuff that you carried in your car, right?
Oh, that would carry big shit.
Yeah. In compartments?
No, right in the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right in the seat.
No shit.
Howard Beach is not like you're in the hood. It's a rich neighborhood. It's just a corrupt neighborhood. So when you get pulled over, they don't go, "Get out the car, we're searching it." Now, if I'm in the Bronx, you can't have a gun you see because they rip you out the car every time.
Correct.
It's gang members. They don't bother us like that. You get pulled over, out, you gotta go. They're sleeping half the time. The NYPD cops at Howard Beach.
Now, how did this work? Going back to that type of thing, like you guys are sitting on something, you're gonna do a lick. You guys have scanners, like
Oh, everything. Professional. I was a pro at that shit. Yeah. Scanners. I had crash cars. I had everything. Just in case the cops chase us, have somebody crash into you by accident. I had all kind of shit set up. Yeah, I learned from the best. They taught me everything. Yeah. Crash scanners, crash cars, all kinds of shit. Another car to take the stuff. You transfer, go over there. I had the whole thing planned out when we were hitting real scores, because we were hitting drug dealers. And we weren't hitting little-time drug dealers. We were hitting guys, $300,000 now, jewelry, drugs.
one hand to the other. Just
Right.
boom, 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 you're having that fast life.
Right.
That high though, you keep chasing that high, like that adrenaline.
Well, and then the reputation you start building, and that's better than anything. I don't care what anybody says.
You want to keep it.
When you gain the reputation that I had at one point, it's better than being a millionaire.
Really?
People just do anything you want for you.
Yeah.
I used to call up guys like drug dealers. It'd be so funny. And I'd be like, "What's going on?" Like, "Oh, I gotta meet you." "Why?" "What do you got?" "I'm gonna give it because I'm not doing good money right now. 300 Roxy's. Give that to me." "Who said you could sell?" "Oh, come on, give it to me. You want to bet? You want me to ban you? Or can you not?" "All right, I'll just go and make $6 grand, $7 grand just because I need the money." So yeah,
Just do whatever you want.
whatever
You're
you
your
want,
own
bro.
video game.
But like I said, I got away with that when Ronnie was in jail.
Yeah.
Because then he kept on getting word and he kept saying, "You got to stop now." You know what I'm saying? Everybody's complaining about you. So I had to pull my brakes. And there was some names that I was in their mouth. They said, "You're going to have a serious problem."
Yeah.
Barney had my name in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's the boss of the Genovese family. This guy's like a legend.
Yeah.
And he called me a walking time bomb. And everyone's like, "You better stop now. You're going to end up missing."
How do you combat that? Like, how do you chill out when you're in that life?
Everybody just kept saying, all my people are like, "Just calm down." You know what I'm saying? Because, that's it. Just relax. You're making money. Just chill. I actually am I can't sit still. I'm ADHD.
Right.
I'm bipolar somewhat. I'm a hothead. Everyone knows that. I fly off the handle. So it's easy for me to get into a fight. I didn't need the mob behind me to be a nut. I'd be on the road with you somewhere in the Bronx. You cut me off. I'm rolling with you over the hood.
Right.
That's just the way I was. You know what I'm saying? So I was a perfect fit for these people.
Right.
Like, this is perfect. This guy loves doing this shit. But then I got too out of hand. Like I said, started breaking rules.
Yeah.
So like in the 80s, I always say, to be real, they would have killed me. They would have to.
Sure.
I'm disrespecting made guys.
Yeah.
I'm calling them clowns, rent-a-buttons. That's bad. You got to get dealt with. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s and 90s, that was a dime a dozen.
Right.
70s, but my era, there wasn't too, the mob was kind of like getting died out with the Cowboys.
Mhm.
I was like a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Like Tommy D's, like those guys I was rolling around like. And you don't want to be those guys
Yeah.
because they get killed.
What about Joey Gallo? Is that a good comparison?
Well, I wasn't that crazy, but like that compared, yeah.
That kind of mentality.
I was fearless,
Yeah.
right.
Like, fuck it, I'll do
Yeah.
whatever I want.
But,
whatever I want.
like I said, you beef with the wrong guys and they'll try to kill you. And they
Yeah.
tried to kill me a few times.
Yeah.
I got my brakes pumped a few times.
No shit.
Oh, they tried to kill me in front of my house a few times. I had a few close calls.
Are you having a hard time sleeping at night? Are you worried?
Think about how I felt. My friend got shot through the neck and they
Right.
tried to kill me.
Yeah.
Innocent kid, works 3 jobs.
Yeah.
He was pronounced dead twice. They brought him back.
No shit.
They said he was like a miracle how he lived. They missed everything, this shit, by this much. His voice box, everything.
No
His
shit.
neck swelled up this big, but he was supposed to be dead. They don't even know how he lived.
Who was that was coming after you?
Well, I had beef with this kid, Phil Galena, and he had put money on me because I shot his house. It was a whole war. And basically, he put 10,000 on my head.
Okay.
Albanians.
So that was a hit team?
Yeah, well, we didn't even know. They were in the club with us watching us the whole time.
Oh, no
And we
shit.
left, and they had the whole thing planned.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they didn't get the target. They got my innocent friend.
How do you get back at them for this?
I went after Phil Galena. We actually made him sell his house. Whole family had to leave Howard Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, we shot his house like 3 times. He wouldn't meet us. We terrorized him, blew up all his cars. He went to Italy for a little while.
No shit.
Oh, yeah, everyone knew that story. We went after him hard. Ronnie G said, "I don't care how you have to get him. Get him.
Yeah.
He wants to do gang member moves. We're going to do gang member moves."
Okay.
Go terrorize them.
And are you living every day like it's your last?
No,
No,
no.
you're
It
not.
wasn't that chaotic every day, I'm saying, but like, I knew at any point I was doing, you see, when you're robbing drug dealers, they can retaliate and sneak you too and pay someone to kill you, you know what I'm saying? So I was very aware. Like when I went in my house, I would circle, I had cameras everywhere. I had a social code of my own.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew they wouldn't hit me over there because I was Vinny's club basically, but it was mine as Vinny and Bonnie's, so I didn't think they'd be that ballsy
Right.
to do something on their shit. But my house, I was very leery. I would always circle twice. If a car came with me, I would make a right. And if you made a right with me and I made another right, I'm pulling over. I want to know why you're not making rights with me. And I'll get out the car and stand there like this.
No shit.
Yeah, because I want to know why you keep following me. Because you start getting paranoid, you know what I'm saying?
And you're always on point.
Oh, always on.
aware of
I
it.
see everything, but when I'm not watching, I'm watching. They're like, how the fuck you see that?
Right.
No, I'm watching everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't like when people walk with their hands in their jacket. I don't like when people walk with their hands behind their back. I still don't like it to this day.
No shit.
Yeah, it's signs for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You read people a whole different way than
Yeah.
just the average Joe on the street.
well, yeah.
obviously, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're in that life for so long, it kind of molds you
Right.
into this soldier of sorts.
Absolutely.
Right.
I started so young. I dropped out of school, ninth grade?
No shit.
So.
I'm sure, like right off the bat, then you met us and right away, like Terminator, reading us up and down. There,
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
So
Clothes we wear, how you want. Yeah, 100%. We'll smile on your face the whole time and really just take it on, like examining. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I've never doing that so many times to people.
Do they train you?
Well, they school you with things. You know what I'm saying? How to,
How to
sit
read
downs.
people.
Like, you gotta get training for sit downs because, I was proposed at like 27 years old, so I was gonna become a member. I got pretty much knocked down because of all the shit I was doing.
Right.
And a list was going around. And the first time that they were gonna put me in is that I had beat up a skipper's nephew in his house, Prince Bubba.
Oh wow.
And they would put Conrad. He's a big captain for Jerry's family. And that's what Barney wanted my head on a stick. So Vinny said it's not a good time to put you in right now because he's going to try to block it.
Okay.
And they waited. And then Ronnie says, well, I want to be there anyway. And then we all got locked up and that was it.
Yeah.
But I was going in at like 28 years old. Everyone knows that. That really knows. You know what I mean? I was going in young. But they were also nervous to give me the power. That was on wiretap.
Why is that?
Ronnie's sitting on a wiretap that he's nervous to give me the power.
Just because you.
Because I was chaotic, bro. I was wild. I was always, I was a drama. I was always in some shit. I'm representing a family now. You're over there fucking wrecking things, They don't like that all the time,
Was there ever like a long-term plan in that life?
Yeah. So I was so close to Ronnie that I was basically doing everything for him. He wouldn't even speak to nobody. So when he became a skipper, I was basically his right-hand man. I was basically meeting everybody. I was basically straight down. I was going, sending messages. He was approving me to talk to you guys. I'm not supposed to. So I was doing everything for him. I was just basically becoming him.
Yeah.
As he gets older and does this, I'm just taking his spot. That's all it was.
Right.
That was it.
So you're just like the next generation.
That's it. Next generation. Recruit people and just take his spot and, it's all about money. Keep making money.
And that was the dream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point are you like, I'm done with this?
So when you see the other side of them, how greedy they are. That's the bad part, because I'm not a greedy person. Ronnie was extremely greedy. And I'm not talking bad about him, because Ronnie was a gangster. You know what I mean? But very greedy. And I mean greedy to the point where if you owed him 50,285 cents and you didn't give him the 85 cents, you'd be like, well, where's the 85 cents? That's how bad he was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's why he had millions of dollars. His net worth was like 35 million one time. Guy can't read or write.
Oh, wow.
Don't let him read or write.
No shit.
Making 400,000 a month.
How do you like present that to the society? Like where's the money coming from?
Well, we knew when he built that house we were all going to jail, but you can't tell him nothing. If you ever seen his house on Google, you don't.
Yeah,
It's 8,000 square foot home. Yeah, it's worth 3.2 million. He's showing 37,000 a year in the books. His door cost 37,000.
Holy shit, that's it?
That's it.
Does he not know something?
I don't know what he thought was gonna happen. They were literally. I remember when I did cooperate, talk to their friend. I go, "What did he really think we were gonna do? Let him keep that house? It's like the guy don't show no income, nothing. He has a mega mansion on the corner, a $3.2 million home. Right. Everything's getting imported from Italy. Right. His roof was $170,000 alone, just his roof.
Holy shit.
His bricks were probably $200,000, just the bricks. So he was out of control with that house, and that was downfall. That home.
Fast forward into you're locked up, you're looking at all this time.
Right. It took me 2 years. I wouldn't go back. Shit. One thing about me, I don't bullshit. I was trying to take 20 years. Anything over 20, I was skeptical. I'm being 100 with you guys. I try to take 20 years for everything. I told my lawyers, get me 20 for everything. I'll take 20. I'm happy with that. I come home at 46 years old. It was 35 on the table. 35 years on the table for everything. I had too much going on. That's a lot of time. I said, it's over. And this guy wouldn't pay my attorney.
And that's Fed time.
Fed, I had it all over. I was ping pong. State, federal, Florida. I was going to get ping pong. So, and if you blow trial, See, if you guys understand, racketeering holds life. So if you blow, even if you shoot a guy in the foot and you blow trial for that, you get life. In the state, you get 5 years. In the feds, you're shooting somebody for organization to up your position. That's like a 10 to life guideline.
Right.
You get natural life for that. You blow trial for that. You have to kill a guy. So the feds have these grimy guidelines. So I'm not a cop now, 35. I said, you got to give that to me. I'm not taking that.
Right.
I would have got natural life over the trial. So, you know, I actually pay my attorney. Federal lawyers want $300,000. They're not like state attorneys where you give them 10 grand. These guys want $300,000 for an organized crime case because it's so high profile. Right. They know they're going to get it. I don't have that kind of money now. Right. I told Ronnie, you're a millionaire. Just pay the lawyer for me. Give me a fighting chance. Oh, when it goes federal, I will. He was dragging me. And then they came to see me, the agents finally, and that's when I gave in. My little brother, too. I saved my little brother. He got a pistol charge.
You got him out of that?
I said, if you don't drop the gun, I don't talk. So I got him out of 7 years. I sent them somewhere to do something, and they had a fucking gun, and I got busted because they were watching me. I felt horrible. Mm-hmm. He was out on $200,000 bail. He looked up to me. I felt horrible. I said, "Why? I'm gonna get you out of this." I got him out. He didn't do a day in jail. I took it basically. So you know, it was a fucked up situation. You know.
Okay. Is there any regrets with the past life?
I hurt a lot of people. Yeah. You know, I feel bad for some. I beat up friends. You know, people that had to get dealt with. I turned on a lot of people for those people.
But everybody kind of knows the rules that what they're signing up for, right?
Well, but we were taught this. Like, if you're a civilian, you go borrow money from when? Banks. Right. Bid sports with a casino. Right. When you start borrowing money off us and doing sports with us, what are you? You're in our world. You're not a civilian no more. Yeah. So that's how I was taught by these people. Right. The Ronnie and Benny. Yeah, they're civilians until they come into our world. You're not a civilian anymore. You want money? Go borrow a bank then. Right. Why are you coming to us? Right. You got to deal with our consequences now. You don't pay us, we're going to fucking hurt you. Right. We're not going to seize it. We're going to hurt you. Yeah. So that was the difference. That's what I was taught, you know?
This podcast is money, loyalty, and legacy, right? So for the kids out there, people that want to glamorize the mob because they see casino too many times, and they want to do that, right? In the end, it's not worth it.
The era now, they would never have to worry about things that I did because the Mafia is washed up right now. But when I was coming up and they put the gun in your hand and say, go shoot your friend, see if they want to do that. Because I did it. It's pretty trusted me, met me, I clapped him. You know what I'm saying? That's the world you're going to live in. That's my good friend, Todd LaBarca. This guy was a harmless guy, non-violent, not a tough guy. Comes out, he killed his best friend for life. This guy, we didn't think he ever had a fight. Right. And when he kept looking at me, and I'm going, "Oh, you're just gonna get gambling, Todd. Don't worry about it." He looked at me, and goes, "Yeah, just gambling." News, murder. So you never know. Like, back then it was just they put that in a situation. People nowadays, these kids gotta understand. You're lucky that era, but now you're not gonna really do murder no more and violence with the Mafia. But in my era, you got put to the test.
Right.
You gotta hurt your own friends.
Right. Now, when you were like, okay, I'm done, I'll close this chapter in my life. Right. Was it a hard transition to be like, come out and like,
because the money. Right. So you go from fast, great money to regular money sucks unless making big money. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a lot different. I'm going from driving the nicest cars to you can't have that no more. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the next chapter for Gene Borrello? You got the book, right? But which, by the way, I will blow smoke because that thing is fucking awesome. Anybody that reads that. I'm telling you right now that I'm not just doing this because Gene's here. We both talked about it. I sent Ross it. Yeah. Non-stop action from beginning to end.
And that's like a small version of what I couldn't make the book 600 pages, all my stuff, but there's so much more, like the screenplay would be great,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and the thing is, this is real life. We really live this shit. This is not some fictional bullshit.
Most of my friends are dead, life in prison. I still was in that cowboy era. Last of the Mohicans, as they call me.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, that's the treachery that comes with the life. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it.
Right. It's not.
I mean,
no. You only live once. You don't realize that. So, you live in this crazy life, and then you see all your friends gone, life, prison, they lose everything. They forget. It's so funny. You could be the most respected guy. You get 30 years, 40 years, you'll wait for 2 years. No one sends you nothing no more. Everybody forgets about you. Like, oh, who cares? He's gone for 30 years. Right. What's he going to do? Right. Job becomes.
There's zero loyalty.
Yeah. It's all, you're good as your last dollar. What you could do for them. I started learning that, as you get older, you see it. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's the future?
Basically, I'm trying to get into anything in social media. I'm trying to, make my book a success, make it into a TV show or anything. I feel like they have these shows and these crappy stuff. Why not use something like this where I could bring into so much stuff in my neighborhood? It's not even just about my book. I could add in so much stuff that we will all combine with each other. Right. It would be a hit show. I know it would be. Nobody really knows about the modern day. Right. They only know about the 70s, the 80s, the Gottis, all that shit played out. Yeah. This shit's all new. This is what we were doing, the same shit. almost.
And for those that are watching, if this is the first time you've seen Gene, there's no other young ex-mob guys out there. You know what I mean? Like that's what was intriguing to us about him. Is
Right.
We're all 80s babies.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't have that.
There's nobody else.
No one.
You know what I mean?
Not operating like I was, at least.
No, not at all. It's a fresh perspective,
Yeah.
too. It's a modern twist
Mm-hmm.
on a... Obviously, the Mafia has been around for decades
Right.
and decades. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like a fresh outlook.
Yes.
New vantage point. So, the book is out now. Where can people get it at?
Amazon.
Amazon. It's
Yeah.
a bestseller on
Best seller on Amazon, yeah.
And any other outlets where?
My Instagram, you can contact me, G.
Okay.
Borrello.
And do you still do autograph?
Yeah, autograph copies off my Instagram, yeah.
Okay. And
You can DM me and I send it to you myself.
are you gonna make a second book or what?
I don't know, I'm debating.
Yeah.
If I could just get the movie or the TV show, it'd be better. Because I can put everything.
We'll see what happens. So
Yeah.
being a movie producer is potential for you in the future. That's something
Right.
that you'd be into.
Yes.
And what about acting yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I have to play a bad guy. It's
How
pretty
convincing
simple.
would this guy be if he
It'd
was
be
a fucking
simple. I
gangster?
mean, just act. I don't have to act like someone. Just put me in the fucking scenario. I'll make these guys look silly. Just put me in the scenario, and I'll make it look so real for you guys.
I
All
don't
right?
give her the script. I know.
Yeah.
Talk about a method actor, man.
Yeah.
You want a gangster, somebody play mobster.
Well, my favorite actor is Johnny Depp, and he's a method actor. Johnny
Yeah.
Depp's my favorite. I think he could play any role. He's
shit.
the best. To me, he's the best.
Maybe he'll be you.
Oh man, he played. He did Whitey Bulger great. He looked just like him.
hell yeah.
Danny Brad, all his roles he does. Oh, John Dillinger, he should have got an Oscar for that, bro.
So talented.
He's awesome, bro. That's my favorite actor.
Sure, man.
Yes.
Super talented actor.
Yeah.
All right, Gene, we won't keep you around all day. We appreciate your time, man. Thank you. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Again,
Good times, you guys.
check the book out, ladies and gentlemen. It is fucking amazing.
Thank
Gene
you.
Borrello, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, bro.
Bye.